Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're back. We're back. This is, if you are unfamiliar, let me familiarize yourself. First off, I want you to stop acting like Patrick Starr and get that rock up over your head. You don't have to live under there anymore. This is Tea Time Tailgate. Tea Time Tailgate Week 8. And what Tea Time Tailgate is, it's your new home for NFL pregame shows. You've seen CBS, you've seen Fox, you've seen ESPN. They all do it well, but they don't do it like me. And that's the tea time difference. So you got your host, Tony Murr. I do a live stream for every Monday night football game, for every Thursday night football game. But I want to repay the people that watch the stream, otherwise known as the tea timers, and I want to line their pockets more than anything because I want this to be a mutually beneficial relationship. You scratch my back, watch my show, have a little fun, but also I'll scratch your back and I'll line your pockets up every Sunday. And when your pockets are fatter, your belly's full, and you're happy, you can say, you just look up to the sky, get on your knees and say, thank you, Tony. Thank you, tea time. And I can hear those things. I can hear those things. Oh, there we go. Andrew. Andrew, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe, baby. Come on. I got you. I got you. So we got a big week 8 heading into today. And what I like to do before I do anything is trying to introduce what this NFL Sunday means. Believe it or not, we are already into week 8 of the NFL football season. We are really in the swing of things. We're coming into almost the middle point of the season. I would say after this Sunday is the middle point of the season. And it gets a little sad around this time because there's not that many days of football left. And we start getting into the thick of it too. We're starting to get the next weekend, it's going to be November. Weather's going to get a little bit colder, a little bit more like football season. But right now, we have a beautiful fall day ahead of us. So, what I would like you to orient yourself with, what I would like you to feel comfortable with is having an absolute day today. I don't want anything or anyone getting in your way. I want you to enjoy chicken fingers, chicken wings, pizza, cheeseburgers like you never have before. No guilt, no reservations, no regret. Just eat, eat, eat. But also, what you want to do is you want to add a couple beverages to your plate. You want to have fun with those beverages. For some reason, a fall cocktail, a fall inspired cocktail feels really good and really right for a day like today. Like something with whiskey in it. Something with whiskey and cinnamon in it, maybe an old fashioned. I could really go for an old fashioned. That's gonna make me feel nice and settled in, nice and ready to go. I'm so excited about today. And what I get excited about is I don't even know if we can call this man a guest. Andrew, thank you. A little cheeseburger for your ass. But we gotta say is this guy, I don't even know if I can count him as a special guest anymore. He's essential to a tea time tailgate. He's a part of the as much a part of the show as I am. And really, I cannot imagine tailgating without this guy. He knows the splits. He knows where the money's going. He's someone that you would like to get in your back pocket. And right when you start feeling a little bit antsy, a little bit unsure, you pull him out of your back pocket and you go, that's Stevie Splits. Let's get him on the screen. Stevie, hold on 1 second, buddy. I got you. I got you. You just got to hold on. You got to hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if you make it or not. We got each other, and that's all right for us. We gave it a shot. Whoa, we're
Whoa,
halfway
we're halfway
there.
there.
Whoa,
Whoa,
living on a
living on a
prayer.
prayer.
Take my hand, you'll make it, I swear. Oh,
Oh,
Stevie, get yourself on screen, buddy. Where is he? Oh, wait. Hold on, Ev. Hold on, because I need to get you on screen for what you're doing. I need to get you on screen for what you're doing. You're doing it so good. You're doing it so good. You're doing it so right. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. I got you, Ev. Don't worry. All right. Evan, make make your way on the screen, pal. He's feeling spooky. He's feeling spooky. It's the Wicked Witch. It's not the Wicked Witch of the West. It's the Wicked Witch of the Bets. Here he is. Here he is.
Oh, it's almost Halloween. We do this show post Halloween. How to get a little festive in here.
Oh my God, you're doing it in all the right ways. If you missed the prelude, if you missed the prologue, what I gotta tell you is who this person is with the witch hat adorned on his head. It's Stevie Splits. Stevie, introduce yourself and tell the people what it means to be a part of Tea Time Tailgate.
What it means to be a part of Tea Time Tailgate. Let's just say after my first appearance on Tea Time Tailgate, I haven't missed a show since. I was in Massachusetts. I live in Connecticut. I woke up bright and early one Sunday morning just so I could scramble home and be a part of it. That's how much I love being here. That's how much I love being with you. That's how much I love being with the commenters, the viewers, and how much we love giving winners to them. It just means a lot. And I mean, Anthony, we're going to be sprinkling them. We're going to be sprinkling them with candy
Is
corn
that
and
candy
winners all
corn? Oh,
day,
you dirty
all day.
dog! You are in the right mood, the right festive. Evan, I meant to send you this song yesterday, or not yesterday, last week. Yes, last week I was listening to a song, going on a run, and I thought of you, and it almost goes along with what we got going on Tea Time Tailgate. It's a guy that we know and we both love, Tory Lanez. The song
Uh,
is Forever, and it goes, if you my dog, then you my dog, and we gonna get money forever.
yeah.
Okay?
We're going to church, we're in love, we're talking together.
Yes, yes. And this is about me and you and the rest of the tea timers. We're all dogs, and we're gonna get money together. And it feels that much better doing it with the people that you love.
Yeah, it's very good. And also to go on your earlier note, I have partaken in the fall festivities when it comes to the drinking and eating portion already of the day. I got myself a pumpkin donut with a butter pecan coffee and just those two just to start the day. Everyone deserves a little bit of a pastry on a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean that's a great way to start your day. I'm a big fan of what you did there. What was better, the coffee or the donut?
I'm a big donut guy. It was always going to be donut for me.
How I mean, yeah, it's hard to compare the two. A donut's gonna be better than the coffee almost 10 times out of 10. And how weird are you feeling after having the coffee?
It's uh it's weird. I'm in a witching costume.
Right, right. The Wicked Witch of the Bets coming at you, Stevie.
Oh,
You know I got you with that. You know I got you with that. So
this is why I
I
show
mean
up.
we're on to week 8, and it's almost like I love football season. I love every second of it. But once you hit maybe about week 7, you start to realize how fast it goes.
It really does make Sundays that much more enjoyable. I always say this when it's NFL season, it feels like it's a true full weekend. When it's not NFL season, like that Sunday is almost like more of a preparation day, where Sunday during NFL season, you're really just enjoying yourself as if it was Saturday because it's your day.
It's almost like
It's
a
your day.
holiday. It's almost like a
Yeah.
holiday every NFL Sunday, and you're right because once football season is goes away, you find yourself what do you do with your Sundays, and they're a lot more gloomy. They're a lot more grim because you're like maybe I'll meal prep,
Yeah. Right.
maybe I'll go to the gym, and if you try to do some shit like that on a day like today, get off the show. Get off the show. You're not meant to be here, man. Because this day is meant for full enjoyment. We're not doing any of this shit that we don't like. We don't, like Chief Keef said, that meal prep. That's the shit I don't like. Yeah, thank you. So,
Yeah.
oh my God, there we go. House of Bagels from Reading. What about it, Butcher Boy? We got the Butcher Boy on here. All right, Ev. I can't hold on to it any longer. Let's start getting into these picks. Let's start getting into these games. Okay.
Sure.
So the first game that I'm looking at, it's an interdivision matchup. I'm always going to emphasize when I see an interdivision matchup, and this is a rematch from a game that happened, I think, just 2 weeks ago. So it's funny that these teams are matching up again. It's the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are at home getting 7.5 points, or giving 7.5. They're minus 7.5. The over under is 43 and a half. The Giants won this first matchup. I think that was the first sign of Jackson Dart, and he came onto the scene hot. He came onto the scene heavy, and I am no longer a doubter of him. He's a gamer. He makes stuff happen. Even though he did lose that game last week, that's just part of the rookie ups and downs. They got into it with a good Broncos team that I think they're better than the Giants. So for them to even be winning that game and winning it that handily, I'm still impressed with what the Giants got going on. I wanted to be a doubter and a hater. Now I'm bought into it. The Eagles, they their game last week, I'm not quite sure if they I would go as far as they say they dominated it. They won the game in a way that I don't think they would like to win. I think they want to win the game on the ground. But this is a game that they're going to look to get revenge, and I think a particular someone that used to be on the Giants is looking for revenge. Summer 16, shout out Drake. I didn't like the spread. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I went back and forth because I think the Eagles are going to be really looking for revenge. So I'm away from the spread. I like the over. These teams like to score points. I like the Giants. They've been scoring points. The Eagles, they scored a lot of points last week. I like over 43 and a half and going to the revenge section of it. This guy did not get a touchdown against them last time they played. You better guarantee he's getting a touchdown. It's Barkley. It's Barkley. He's getting in the end zone.
Love it. I love it. I'll have a note back to Barkley in a future segment. But
I'll have what he's having.
yes, thank you. And this is a classic bet that I'm making in this game. Everybody has done what I am about to do. This is hedge your happiness play. Okay.
Mm.
This
Where does your
is
happiness lie? That's what I'm wondering.
the thing is, I'm hedging it, so I'm going to be happy no matter what. That is why you hedge your happiness.
Oh my God,
So
I like to be happy no matter what, Eb. So continue.
yeah, I'll keep you satisfied if you just listen. So
That's gonna be tough. Okay.
so I'm in a big survivor pool. The pot last year was split between two people, and the total was 220,000. And this pool that I do locks on Thursdays. And I think the two layups. I know I'm getting the Survivor segment a little early here, but I think the two layups in Survivor this week are the Colts and the Chiefs. I already used both of them, and I had two entries in this pool, and I lost to one of them on the Eagles against the Giants a few weeks back.
Hmm.
I'm doubling down and I had to double down on the Eagles again. And here's why. It's because you're in division, you're playing the same team two times in 3 weeks. The Philadelphia Eagles are on bye next week. There is no way that they lose two times in a row. But like you, I like the spread. I don't like the spread. So what I'm doing to hedge the happiness is I'm taking the Giants spread because we could even be double happy where Eagles win, Giants cover. And if the Eagles somehow fall again to Jackson Dart, shame on me, but made a little money at least to gain back my entry. So that's how you hedge your happiness,
Yeah,
folks.
I like that because like you could be double happy where the Eagles they win by 6. You win your survivor, you get the spread. So that's a smart and well calculated play for a guy with the witch hat on. I think that is some witchcraft up your sleeve, and you're already showing what's up your sleeve. Yep, there you go. Do you have a prop for this game?
I do. You're actually hitting on a banger. So we woke up to a hilarious text from our good friend, local meat shop, happens to be in the comment section a lot, and he was saying there has to be a sign in what my dream was last night, and I was able to piece it together for him. So he said he had a very vivid dream last night. You calling timeout, or are you excited?
Huh?
I'll continue. He had a very, very, very vivid dream last night where we were in the World Series and we're playing against Mexico, and he was up to bat. It was 4-4 going into the bottom of the seventh, but he had no gloves on. We all know local meat shop is a local legend when it comes to North Reading. And what number did he wear, Anthony?
44.
We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and New York Giants. What number does the star wear, who was also 44 for one of these teams?
Scatterboo.
And a few weeks ago, he had a fumble and he went viral because he was seen visibly, audibly yelling at his trainers that he needs new gloves. He was yelling
Oh,
that he needs new gloves. So he was gloveless in this particular moment. And let's not go forget, he was in the bottom of the seventh going up to bat. And I think that means he is going to go under Cam Scatabo rushing yards. The gloveless guy is going under 50.5 rushing yards today.
I see how you pieced that together. I was thinking that it was lining up to be a Scatteroo touchdown, and then you kind of zag to do the under. But I like how you're finding these things early. It's almost like you're combining like an Easter egg hunt with the spirit of Halloween. Like
Yeah.
you're finding these little gems along the way.
Yeah.
But I just
Yeah.
like I mean Steffi splits. Double S. I like how your mind is open. Your mind's open to
Mm.
things, and I can tell, and that's really going to take you places in this life because when your mind's open, the world's your oyster.
That's life. That's
That's
what
life.
all the people say.
All right, let's go to the next game. This next game, it scared me with the line. It is 49ers at Texans. Texans minus 2.5. Over under 41.5. I think the Texans are bad. I think they're one of the worst teams. I would, if I were to rank them out of all the 32 NFL teams, they'd probably be around 22. They're not very good. They're lackluster. They're not exciting. The 49ers are on the other hand a good team. So when I saw that the Texans were even getting points in this game, it didn't make sense to me. So I thought to myself, I should bet the Texans because that doesn't make sense. But then that's what they want me to do. That's what Vegas is trying to mind control me. I can feel their waves coming in my head and I block them. I block them at the site. You can't get in. I can't hear you. La 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 la. I can't hear you, Vegas. I'm still gonna bet the 49ers. 49ers plus 2.5. They're a better team, and it's a matter of better teams win this time of year. I got the 49ers plus 2.5, and this is the
I'm sorry, I got our first breaking news of tea time. Breaking news and breaking news. This
break
is why
it,
you tune into the show. We
break
got
it.
people reaching out to us because we want us everyone to know we're about betting, but we're also about fantasy lineups. Drake London ruled out today. Drake London is ruled out of the game.
That is a
No
good piece of
Penix,
info.
no Drake London.
Oh, no Penix either.
Kirk Cousins taking the helm.
So he's that I mean that's I'm excited. I'm for how shitty that game might be. I'm excited for it because I think it's gonna be it reveals all. It reveals all. So going back to this game, 49ers plus 2.5. The Texans defense, they like to get after the quarterback. He's gonna have to get it out quickly. That Mac Jones guy, Christian McCaffrey over 5.5 grabs.
Ooh, okay. Nice pivot there. Nice
That
pivot.
that's where I'm going, and then tell me where you're gonna take it, Stevie.
Yeah, I think we're doing a little lateral here. I don't understand the line at all. And so I was just trying to make sense of it in my brain in the most concise way I can say it. The Houston defense has the best unit of all four units that are out there, excluding special teams.
Mm.
So that's why I'm thinking the line is the way it is. And because of it, I am going to just follow that logic. And you're going away from Vegas. But it's funny, I was on a work call and the icebreaker was in 3 words say what you love most about Vegas. And my answer, everyone was some people were like, I don't like Vegas, and they were like coming up with a bullshit answer. I started off saying, obviously it was more than 3 words. I say, I absolutely love Vegas. I love everything about it. That's how I started off, but I said it's gotta be the energy.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good, and that's great because not only are you letting yourself be known, but to go against the grain like that and be like, oh, I don't like people are like I don't like Vegas because like it doesn't feel like home. You like it for all the strange parts about it that make you feel. But when you feel strange is when you do feel at home.
Some tourist guy in the same game. Just bet the Bears, why don't you?
Yeah, and that actually brings us to the next game. It brings us to the next game. Bears at Ravens. Lamar Jackson ruled out. Bears at Ravens. Lamar Jackson ruled out. Ravens only getting or given 2.5 points at home, coming off a bye. Over under 44.5 points. I think Lamar Jackson not coming back for this game after a bye is a really, really bad sign. I think it could
That is
be.
scary.
I think that is the Ravens officially punting this season because what are they, 1-5 right now? They would have to go on a serious run to be a playoff contender. And if they don't win this game, their season's over. And the fact that they couldn't get Lamar Jackson on the field after this, it doesn't spell well. Speaking of whiches, it does not spell well for the Ravens. I think the Bears are hitting their stride. I think the new coach Ben Johnson is manning this offense how he wants to with a run heavy offense. I try to convince myself Ravens off a bye, but then I'm not a stat guy, Ev. You know, I don't look into the stats. I don't like going into that extra length of thinking. I like doing more things based on my gut, based on my intuition. But I did look this up. Ravens against the spread under Harbaugh the day after or a week after a bye, only 9-7. I thought it was going to be better than that. So I don't think the bye plays that much of a factor for them. I think the Bears are rolling right now, and I think Cooper Rush is one of the worst backup quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't even know why they're still putting him on the field. So I got the Bears plus 2.5 this game. And speaking of Manungai, I've heard his name too many times this weekend to not have some juice on this guy. I think the Ravens defense still sucks, and I think they're going to be able to run the ball how they like it. They've been able to spell out Swift when he gets tired and put Manungai in there. I got Manungai over 30 rushing yards.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't be more opposite on this one. I'm on Baltimore. I'm staying on Baltimore because they absolutely need it. I'm not giving up on them. Their defense is getting healthier. It sucks Lamar is not coming back. Him not playing off of a bye is terrifying to your point. But they got Roquan Smith back. They have Humphrey back there. Hamilton will be out there. They'll have their real defense, which
Oh,
is why I like them going into the season in general, in addition to just being able to run the ball like crazy with Lamar and Henry. But I'm betting them. I think they have. It's now or never for them. I genuinely think this is also a terrible spot for Chicago. They've won 4 games in a row. They're going into Baltimore off a bye, and Baltimore absolutely needs to win this game. Like Chicago is outperforming where they are. This is just a reality check, really, for Chicago. They win this game, and if they win it convincingly, they're the real deal. Ben Johnson should be considered for Coach of the Year. Uh,
wow. So what I'll say about what you just said is it really just changed my opinion. Sometimes hearing words said in such a clear and concise way is convincing. And like I didn't feel great about that Bears pick, and I mean now I feel awful. I'm gonna I mean I'm sticking with it for the sake of the show, but thank you for what you just said.
Everybody likes to hear both sides. Whose line's in it anyway? Uh, I am going to make a pick here that I think you are going to personally love. You're going to
Mm.
love it. I'm doing a TD parlay, not in the same game parlay, but it's going to be Derrick Henry to score as well as Bijan Robinson to score, and that's minus 120. I think I think that happens.
Yeah, I mean, there's no world where that doesn't happen. Bijan Robinson is going to go crazy today. I really wish. I mean, we might as well go to that game now that we're talking about. It's not next on my list, but now that we can, what we liked and like what really gets us excited is like a smooth transition. So the fact that you bring up that parlay, we might as well bring up the Dolphins Falcons game. So we got Dolphins at Falcons. Falcons minus 6.5 at home, over under 44.5. Like Stevie Split said, we got Kirk Cousins going in there. No Drake London. I think I think Kirk Cousins has something to prove when he goes in there. I think he's probably going to play better than he did last season. He's probably feeling more healthy, little bit being a little bit older, a little bit farther removed from that Achilles injury. I think he's going to be going in there to prove a point. The Dolphins are like one of the most depressing teams. Like they're a joke. They're a joke, and like the fact that the ownership is coming out saying like they're not looking to make a change at coach deserving six. They're losing starting see over the. You don't say in front of national media just because you're open and honest to it does not make the things that you say good. I think the Falcons absolutely roll in this game. I think there's no way that they stop the rush game that is the Atlanta Falcons rush. Bijan Robinson is going to have a day. What I would like our listeners to do, and this is something that I'm going to be riding very, very heavy on. We got Bijan Robinson to get a touchdown, but the odds are so bad that you need to parlay that with an Algier touchdown. They're both getting in the end zone today. You're going to parlay that, and you're going to do Algier by himself.
Wow. Um, like you said, I was listening to you. I originally had Dolphins +7. I hate it now. I'm changing it to the over. The reason I'm changing it to the over is for what you just said, but also why I kind of like the Miami was that they're coming off a bye, and Atlanta is allowing the TD league's most touchdowns when in the red zone at 72.7% of trips. So I don't love the over now. I hate this game. I'm my official pick is your picks.
Oh,
My
thank you.
picks are your picks.
Okay,
Yeah,
I did a good job convincing you there. Ev,
yeah,
I'm gonna put you on the spot for a sec, but you brought up a percentage, and it was at 72% of the time they're scoring.
sure.
So if I were to put you into a basketball game, what's the type of shot that you're hitting 72% of the time?
It would definitely be get a steal off of we score, our team scores, and I steal the inbounds pass, run to the baseline, and then hit a three from the corner.
I mean, I like that. And remember how much of menaces we were as a backcourt tandem.
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah.
remember we were playing this team, and Stevie Splits and I we were playing full court defense. We scored three straight baskets off three straight steals. Him and I just going back and forth. That was a very good. That was a little player on that team. A little head pop out right there. That's nice. That's fun right there. I'm going to write something down because I have to remember to say it. Okay, we're going to move on from this game. I love betting on this game. This game's going to suck to watch. Um, Going back to where I was, it's our New England Patriots, buddy. We
Ooh,
got the Cleveland Browns versus the New England Patriots. Patriots at home, -7 points, over under 40.5 points. I said it last week. I say this pretty much every week. I mean, now that the Patriots are being favored in games and being favored this heavily, you hate to have your home team win and you're pissed at them because you bet them with the spread. So I'm not touching that seven. What I'm probably going to do is do a little money line parlay with a couple favorites, including the Patriots. I like the over because the Patriots they score points now, despite how good of a defense Cleveland has. They got to be getting tired of playing such good defense every week, and their offense can't do shit. What happened last week was a mirage for them. That's how bad the Dolphins are. I like over 40.5 points. I think New England, we score about 28. They score about 17. Boop, boop, boop. That's 45 points right there. Quick math for you. And this is going to be a game where this guy, he's going to be under a lot of duress, but he can escape the duress. He's like a damsel in distress that's more capable. So it's like, imagine, it's basically like Fiona and Shrek, where she was a damsel in distress, but when it came down to it, she was able to escape that dungeon and that dragon pretty much on her own because she's a capable, independent woman. I would say Drake May is of the same variety. When he feels that pressure, when he feels that intensity, he's able to scramble out of the pocket, make something happen for him. He's going to scramble for a touchdown.
that is good. I'm doing it, and you're also just convinced me to do May's rushing yards over.
Oh wait, we
I
got a
got quick.
question. Zadiz, if you're not subscribed to Tea Time, we're gonna answer this question for you. We got Kittle, Schultz, or Henry, full PPR. Lost by 1 point. Could have used more than 0 points from Kittle last week. Kittle's
I
so
would.
weird. I mean, I think Kittle's a boomer bust type guy. I wouldn't mind him in this spot, but I think we both know who we're gonna pick.
Yep. Don't overthink it. On to a new week, Kittle.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Hunter Henry.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's going to get some good action today. We're going to need to get the ball out quickly, and kind of going to what I was saying about Drake May being under duress. Who does he find quick in a quick pinch? It's Hunter Henry.
It's it's it. What's his name? I missed it because I don't have the this
His name is yeah, you missed it. It's Zadiz. He's asking Kittle.
Zadiz. At the end of the day, if you end up losing because Hunter Henry scored more points than George Kittle, and you didn't start Hunter Henry, and if you flop it, if you start Hunter Henry and George Kittle goes off, you'll be much more pissed at yourself for not playing Kittle over Henry. Don't overthink this. When you drafted Kittle for a reason, you kept him on your team from IR for a reason. You're playing him. He's scoring. He's catching. He's running. He's a dog.
Woof. Nice. I mean that you're right about that. And sometimes like even though you could be in spots in fantasy where you want to get a little cute and play someone that you think has a good matchup, and you got to play your dogs. You got to get the dogs out there. I don't mind that play. Ev.
I,
So what do you
I
have for the Pats game though? What do you have for the Pats
so
game?
I
Oh,
got, I got
we got a subscriber out of it. He liked what he heard.
nice,
Sadiq, thank you.
nice. Here's a bunch of stats to go into this game. So teams that did not make the playoffs last year that are on 4+ spread game win streaks going into that fifth game are 1-14 against the spread. But
Flip
but when
that.
but when the Patriots at any point in the game are up by a touchdown or more, they are 5-0 against the spread this season. So is it a
So
frame? Is
where
it
do
a
you
frame?
go? Where do
Where
you
do we go?
go?
Where do we go? Where do we go? And then another surprising fact that you would want that you're going to hear is that Drake May is the third most sacked quarterback so far this year. Isn't
Mm.
that crazy? It doesn't
It,
feel that way because the Patriots are 5-2, but he's getting licked.
do you know? Yeah, the people getting licks on him. Do you know who 1 and 2 are? I think Herbert might be 1 or 2.
I do not know 1 and 2. I hear things jot. I didn't do additional.
Yeah, you take that extra length. I mean, if when it comes down to the show and being of excellence, I'd really like you to take those extra lengths.
I mean, everybody can grow. I'll take it as a note to grow. Here,
Right,
watch.
thank you. I just
Grow.
and like I said, yeah, you yeah, write that down. Growth. I need it growth, and then you do a little indentation, a dash, make it happen. Thank you. Look at this guy. He takes this shit seriously. He's writing the damn thing down.
All in caps too to really set in with me.
Are you the type of guy like if you're going into a week, going into a day, do you write down the things that you want to do? Do you have like a to-do list?
I write down everything. Yeah,
Me too. Me
got
too. And
cross them out.
it feels good to cross it out, but being able to look like if you put that at the beginning of your week calendar, growth, make it happen, I guarantee you're gonna have a good week. Because you look back at that every day. If you look back at that every day and say I'm not growing, you know that you're in fact shrinking.
And that's something you're never gonna cross out.
You're right, exact. Because oh, that's so good. You because the growth it never stops. It never stops. Then you put it back on your calendar the next week. It builds. It fucking builds. It's the never-ending skyscraper. Keep on building. Do you, so what's your pick for this game?
My
Yep.
pick is growth. My pick is growth. And Patriots -7. I don't care about the stats. I know I'm the stats guy. I'm saying Stevie splits stats. No, no, no. Patriots at home. Patriots for Survivor. I also like the over in this game. I like that pick there. My parlay pick, the prop pick parlay, is gonna be your guy Cardi B, dude, catching 5 catches, and then that guy with the Cardi B booty 2 catches +112. 2 catches for Boutte, 5 catches for Diggs parlay +112.
Okay. Okay. I could have fun with that. I like some of the parlays that you do, but like to parlay two things and only get those odds out of it, that I don't like. That doesn't.
That's because it's a little stacked down in some of them.
Right. I get that, but like for me, I'd rather just find another bet that I like that's basically at even odds rather than
Yeah,
parlaying.
I would say that's the normal way to approach it.
Yeah, but you're doing things abnormal.
Yeah, look at me.
Like your normalness does crunches because it's abnormal.
Oh,
Thank you. Next game. Bills versus Panthers. I love betting this game. Panthers +7.5 at home. Andy Dalton starting over under 47.5. Um, I don't know if you saw this last weekend. Bryce Young got hurt. Andy Dalton got in a few plays in the game, late in the game. Granted, it was like late in the game, and for to sit all game and then go in there, you're probably not going to play great. He sucks. He's over the hill. His time has came and went.
who's better? Who's better, Cooper Rush or Andy Dalton?
Oh my God. Fuck, that's terrible. Andy Dalton, and they're both terrible. If the next worst backup quarterback is him. I like they are and the Bills are coming off a bye, so this is another stat that I looked at. Sean McDermott off a bye, just 3-2, doesn't really factor in too much against the spread, but the Bills just lost their last two games and they've been stewing are awful. Bryce Young is what's stirring. He's the straw that's stirring that drink. Without him, they're going to be brutal. This is a Bills beat down through and through. I got Bills -7.5. I'm parlaying that with the under 47.5. I'm guessing the correct score of this game, 31-7 in favor of the Bills. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna bet Josh Allen to get in the end zone. He's pissed off. He's gonna want to do it on his own. He gets in the end zone, and then this is something that I've noticed with the Bills, Ev. The Bills, what they do is whoever didn't really get the ball the last game, they're gonna want to get him the ball. It's James Cook. They're gonna get him the ball like crazy. Over under, so over 90 combined rushing receiving yards for him.
Wow, it's awesome. I mean, I'm aligned with you on everything. I mean, Carl's been hot when it comes to his picks of the week, and he texted this morning saying it was the Bills. So I'm just in a state where I need to ride some guys that are hot. I'm riding the hot horses. I'm riding the six when it comes to the tea time horse race here.
Right.
So I'm going the spread for the Bills, and then I'm also cooking up a little cauldron, a little potion with my wit chat and me. I'm
Oh
going,
yes,
I'm
perfect.
going, I'm going James Cook plus your earlier note. I told you I was going to come back to it. Barkley TD, James Cook plus Barkley TD plus 156. Love, 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 love.
That's fun. See, I can get behind that. I'm glad that you're see. I just like the cut of your drip, man. You really so sometimes you just we're aligned. Both going north. Both going north. Oh, nice. Or a little bit of this. A little bit of this.
Do you
Uh,
do you know the 6-7 thing? Do you know what the fuck that means?
yeah. Actually, I did hear an explanation of it.
As a streamer yourself, have to stay up on the trend. So if you're
Yeah,
going
I
going to
do.
the
I
right
do have to
source
get.
here,
I do have to get a little trendy with it. I need to know the trending topic. 6-7. It came from It was like a Philadelphia rapper, and he said something about 6-7 in one of his songs, and it became a TikTok song, and then it kind of like devolved into 6-7.
crazy. I
The
like
the
it. Seems
internet
like
can take things
you
places.
just told me what it is, and I still don't fully understand it. So
Yeah, it's
that's just the internet for you.
yeah, exactly. But
Why I'm in a witch hat on YouTube?
right. Right. It's you can really make it. It's a lot. The internet's a lot like Las Vegas. You can make it what you want.
Make it whatever you want.
You
Yeah.
make it what you want. You can get freaky on the internet. You can learn
Ollie,
things on the
need you to
internet.
go on OnlyFans and start selling feet pick, please.
I think,
Make it
but
what you
but
want.
only if Tea Time Tailgate doesn't work. Okay, we'll have to.
Right. Only if yeah.
We'll have to
I'll be
take
on.
we'll have to take stock at the end of the season whether she's got to do OnlyFans or not. Not yet, Ollie. Not yet. Okay. Let's see. I think this is the last game, the 1 o'clock slate here. We got the Jets at the Bengals. The Bengals -6.5, over under 44.5. Joe Flacco and the Bengals looked great last week against the Steelers. I think he's loving having these two high flying, high caliber receivers in T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. The Jets defense is coming on a little bit, I'll say, and I think they're going to get some pressure on Flacco, but he's going to be getting the ball out very, very quickly. Um, I, I do think that 6.5 for a shitty Bengals team is a little too much. I like the over in this game. I think that's the theme is like when I don't really know the spread, I'm just choosing the over. But that's what I'm going with. It's over 44.5. And I like this parlay of if you can calculate this on the back end for me, we got T Higgins over 40 or over 4.5 grabs, Jamar Chase over 7.5 grabs, and Chase Brown over 2.5 grabs. We're gonna parlay all those. Joe Flacco's
Plus
gonna
425.
love that. Paul, I
Yeah.
would like
No way. No.
we would be going hard. We would be going
Yeah.
so hard for those 3 minutes, and then it's it. It would be the
Yeah.
quickest show of all time. We should go to America's Got Talent.
Oh
Just do
God.
a day
No,
like it
we
would
should
be.
go to Faneuil Hall and pretend like we're doing something like super artistic, like getting a bunch of pizza boxes and like painting random shit, and like people are like, "What are they making?" And it's just me and you, just straight stupid. Like, there's nothing that we're trying to do. We're just trying to see how big of a crowd we can
But yeah,
get going.
we're figuring it out on the spot. And you know what I just thought of, which would also be great, is if we gathered up, like you know how people they'll get people in Faneuil Hall and they'll line like 6 people up to do like a front flip over them. So
Yep,
like
yep,
we
yep.
start lining like 12, like more than you've ever seen, like 12 people up. Like we make it like really long, really exaggerated, and then right when you think like one of us is about to jump over them, we just start dancing all around them. I want to do that.
Or we,
I actually want to do that.
we can just keep going with this too. Like, line everyone up and make them like hold something over their head,
Yeah,
like just a bunch of random objects, and just see how many shit we can get them to hold up before the first. Like, we go to the camp beforehand. All right, we're gonna try and get as many people as we can to hold random shit above their head. And my formal guess is 4 minutes and 27 seconds before the first person bows out.
and like I really love just like building that up more and more to
Yeah.
see make it seem like, and we're just seeing how long we can get away with it for.
You tell the winner, whoever keeps it holding the longest, they like win $50, and then right when like right when it's over, we just book
I
it.
can't. That's I can't tell you how bad I actually want to do that.
We are content greater than everything.
Right.
Uh,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
this Jets Bengals game is disgusting.
So gross.
It's so disgusting
Yeah.
that I'm really getting in the mud. I'm really getting in the mud here, Ant. I'm going Jets money line. I'm going the New York Jets getting their first dub of the season. That's how gross. That face you just made, when you go and rewatch it, clip it, clip it, clip it. But if it loses, don't. Uh, since '03, winless road dogs are 21-12. So if you don't want to go the money line with me, you might as well take the spread. It's so gross. To your
The
point, the
21
Jets
and 12
defense,
against the spread, you're saying?
yes,
Okay.
winless road dogs. After going into week 8. Really good point here that I'm going to make. Yeah, so the Jets defense is finding themselves, to your point earlier, but they've only first forced one turnover. That's crazy. Their turnover differential is like -9. It's like horrible,
Yeah,
horrible,
only
horrible.
getting one turnover through 8 games
So
is so
they're
bad.
forcing one today. They're forcing one today. That is so bad. They're forcing one today. It's going to make a difference. I think it's going to help the Jets find their first win. This is an all or nothing game for Fields. Like, I really thought a few weeks ago it was an all or nothing game for Fields to see if he was going to keep his job. Head coach
Wait,
wouldn't even
Fields is
announce who the
playing?
starting. Yes, Huntley's out. Huntley's out.
What do you
He's
mean?
out of the game.
You mean Terod Taylor?
Sure. Yep. Sure do.
They're one and the
That
same
that
though. They're the same.
right.
Honestly, him,
All
Justin
three of them.
Fields, they're all the same guy.
They're Mo, Larry, and Curly from Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Uh, it's in such a bad spot for Justin Fields that clearly Tyrod Taylor was hurt, and the head coach wouldn't even announce who the starting quarterback was until Taylor said, "Coach, I can't play." He was like, "Okay, you forced my hand. Here it is. I'm all in." Justin
I
Fields,
want.
I'm all in on you too. I'm doing a Justin Fields TD. I'm doing the Jets money line. I am all in on Justin Fields today, and it's so gross. It's so gross, but
He's
I
gonna be
am
trying.
so in.
He's gonna be trying so hard to so desperately to make something happen because
The
he
Jets have no Sauce Gardner. They have no Garrett Wilson.
Sauce
They
Gardner's
just
out.
yeah yeah.
Dude,
It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. They got another one of their good corners back. I forget his name. He's actually decent, but
Reed.
yeah, it's gonna be something.
Oh
It's
my
gonna be
god.
gross.
He's gonna be trying so desperately because the owner was basically publicly shaming him and talking shit about him. He lost his job. He's gonna be trying so I like his rush yards. I'm gonna go Jay Fields the rush yards just to
Yep.
do something.
Just book him to score a TD too. He's gonna have to.
Okay. All right, so we are on to the 4 o'clock slate. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 games left. 10 minutes left in the show. I think we're looking good. All right, this is another gross game, but it's a fun one for reasons that I will get into. Titans at Colts. Colts minus 14 and a half. The over-under is 47 and a half. The Colts are absolutely rolling. They're looking like maybe, could they be the best team in the NFL? They look so well balanced. They got a good defense. They score points on offense. They got one of the best running backs in the NFL. They keep winning. They keep winning. They keep winning. The Titans, on the other hand, they keep losing. They keep losing. They keep losing, and they keep doing it in worse and worse ways. Um, I think interdivision matchup, too many points to be given up. I want the Colts. I want the other shoe to drop for the Colts. I'm just waiting for that. I'm going with the Titans plus 14 and a half points. That is so many points, but this is where we really have fun. So I spoke with someone who's close to the Tennessee Titans organization, and what is happening is they're getting a big defensive tackle back, Sweat. They're big defensive tackle back in Sweat. But what's going to happen is that other defensive tackle is going to have to show why he still has prowess, why he's still a player, and why he should be really the class of that defensive line. We have Sebastian Joseph Day, where he's going to get a sack today, plus 450 on that.
Sebastian. Yeah, that's a big play by you. I would say it's a very roundabout way of going to this guy. I would say you're going to bounce in the right spot. I would say you are finding a great little play there. I'm going to double down on that sack because there's nothing we love more than emptying our sack. So I am going to hop on that with you. And my player prop in this game was not for me. It was actually for you because I knew this is the route you were going to go per prior conversations that happened to be a little fly on your shoulder overhearing you might be going in that direction. But if it wasn't for what was happening here, you would have done this because it's a prove me wrong Vegas type of play. You've done it every week. It's Pierce over 36 and a half receiving yards. Let's not forget that for you. I'm
That's his over under.
36 and a half receiving yards. I'm just letting yourself know. Don't forget about it. You keep winning it. Might as well do it. I think it's because Downs is back this week. Maybe they're going to run the ball more to get up big and they don't really need to extend him downfield, but he can do that on
That's
one
one
catch.
catch.
So it's there for you. I'm going the over in the game just because I don't know how Tennessee stops Indianapolis. And if they cover the 14 and a half spread, they're going to have to score too. So over in the game, Pierce, sack, emptied.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cowboys at Broncos in the next game. Cowboys going to Denver. Denver's minus 3.5. Oh, this is actually a game that I did not. I left it. There was three games that I did not know what pick I was going to do. It was Bears, Ravens, Browns, Pats, Cowboys, Broncos. I really don't. Last week is really fucking with me. The Cowboys dominated. They looked like they had one of the best offenses in the NFL. The Broncos were getting trampled, and then they came back to life and won. I do think the Broncos are a better team. I think I'm going to go with the Broncos. This is where my season-long bets get in the way of my weekly bets, is because I have the Broncos. I have the Broncos to win the AFC West. Right now, I think they're in first place, which is great. But I do think the Chiefs end up winning that division. But for the odds that I got, it still looks good at the moment. I'm going to go with the Broncos. I think they're going to show that last week what happened was a bit fluky. They're a good team with a good defense. I think they're going to be able to clamp down the Cowboys a little bit more than what they're used to. I like these two things. The Cowboys' rush defense is really, really bad. I like over. So if the Broncos are to win this game, they're gonna have to slow the game down and not score a ton of points. I'm gonna because I think what's his face Sean Payton is a good game planner. We're gonna go Dobbins over 15 and a half rushing attempts. And this is a guy that they look for incessantly in the end zone last week. They couldn't make it happen, but they were looking for him, God damn it. And the Cowboys defense is terrible. I want to throw so much beans on it that they call me Jack and the Beanstalk. Sutton touchdown.
Sutton touchdown for me too, buddy. Got it written down right there.
A
That is a
lie.
Pete
A
time.
lie. That's a T time double up. Ready? Hit me with the T T Two, Tony. You know me.
You know me. I also have a really fun parlay in this game. I've already said two of them have already been said, so you know there's some cohesiveness with this parlay. Josh Allen TD. Anthony said that. Sorry, two times said that. Justin Fields TD. I said that. I believe in that. Bo Nix TD. If you watched last game, he wasn't afraid to run. I think it's gonna. It's juicy. It's like a plus 500 to happen, but parlay all three of those. That's plus 1600 for you, dumbass. So
Oh, that's a lot
if
of
you want,
fun.
if
So
you
who's
want
the three?
juice,
Bo Nix, Josh Allen, and Fields.
yeah,
Oh my God, I kind of love that.
you can weirdly see it, right? You
I
can
could, I could,
weirdly
I
see
could
it.
weirdly see it. So that's another one that I'm gonna have to write down.
What's really nice is that the Bo Nix one, the one with the highest odds, is the 4 o'clock slate. So going into it, if that's all you need left, that gives you that little extra pep after the 1 o'clock slate when you're almost feeling a little tired, a little worn down. You got this to maybe bring you back up and then really treat yourself for a Sunday night dinner. Uh, from a spread or over under perspective, I lean Broncos as well. I don't love the hook of a 3.5. I don't really love Bo Nix having to cover a lead. Um, so I like that their money line parlayed with a couple other pieces. But I'm gonna go over in the game just because these are two teams that can score when they need to. I'm a little concerned that Denver is going to be the best defense that Dallas has seen in some time, but if they're playing from behind, Dak knows how to be throwing the ball. It seems like he can't be stopped. So I'm just going to go over and just root for it and just root for a bunch of points in the game
That's a
because
fun way
that's
to do
fun.
it. That's a fun way to do it.
When you can't, to your tea times method, if you can't pick a side, go over.
Yeah, I mean it's really that it's really that easy. You don't have to analyze us too much to find out that's what we're doing. I do have to give a shout out to Hot Dog FC. He wanted me to mention his parlay that he's got going on. Josh Allen over 22 rush yards. I love that. We got Devonta Smith over 63 yards. I kind of like that. Hunter Henry over 2.5 receptions. I really love that. And this is where you can't do that parlay anymore. Drake London over 5.5 grabs.
Yeah, that hurts. He just texted me saying what happens to this slip, and I said it'll be washed. So he just got to find a replacement for Drake London, and that's replacement is going to have to be Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Local beat shop. Who's the okay? There we go. So I do have to mention that. So we got two more games left. The show's coming to an end. Bucks at Saints. Saints plus 3.5 at home. Over under 46.5 points. The Bucks aren't going to lose twice in a row. I will never bet against Baker Mayfield again after I did it earlier this season. He has admitted that he hates the Saints. He's going to find a way to win this game despite not having his best game last week, Monday Night Football against the Lions. I like the Bucks minus 3.5, and I think this is a guy that you can tell. Like it's like when you go onto the golf course and you just know, I don't have it that day. That was Baker last week. He was making throws, errant throws that he typically doesn't. Egbuka, him and Baker are going to link up again, and I got Egbuka finding the end zone.
Yeah, I've been on such a fade Baker train, and I've been getting royally pooped on. The Sharps are in love with the Saints this week. It's no surprise. You would think they would be good at home. They're actually not that great at home, the Saints, but I'm still riding them. I got them at 4.5 and 5. Uh, Baker's going to win the game, but he's just not going to cover it. That's what I'm telling myself because it's
Mm-hmm.
the only way I can see the game really going. Uh, Taysom Hill scoring.
Oh,
Taysom Hill is scoring, and it's taken too long for us to get to this to this statement. I can't believe we haven't said it yet. Happening National Tight End Day, and everyone is thinking about all the other tight ends. I'm thinking about the tight end that really does it all. Taysom Hill, they're gonna want him to score because if he's going, the Saints are going. If I think they're covering, Taysom Hill's scoring.
yeah, I
So
like that. Yeah, I've been seeing him getting involved recently, and for some reason, when he gets involved, you really want to be a part of it. So good
yeah,
on you,
plus
Ed.
200.
So the last and final game. So just based on show time, we're just going to do this game, and then we're going to give our mortal locks. Packers at Steelers. I mean, this is maybe the creme de la creme of all the games today. Rodgers going against his old team. Steelers are +3 at home, over under 45.5. I would think the Packers would win in this spot, but simply Mike Tomlin as a home dog, that is where you want to bet him. You just want to follow the lines when it comes to Tomlin. And the lines are showing me that whenever there's a shadow of a doubt, especially at home, that's when you take Tomlin. I think this is such a prove it game for Rodgers. I think this Packers aren't as good as they seem to be despite their record. I don't think they're as classy as we think they are. I like the Steelers money line. I'm going with them. And then I just like this play. This is called the third play. I'm Tony Marulo the third. This is Calvin Austin the third. He's going over 31 and a half receiving yards.
The third's got to stay together, baby. I mean, you are the third, he's the third. You put them together, that's 33. You were 33 in some sports. It's just bing, 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 bing.
You see that all over.
I think you picking the Steelers not only shocks me, but I think it is the sharpest pick you've ever done in your life. You are aligned with the sharps on this one. I feel like you rarely hear that.
Yes.
They are in love with the Steelers for pretty much everything you said. This is a rah Mike Tomlin spot here. This is at home as a dog. That's when you want to take them. I
This is
think
when he galvanizes the troops.
this being around 3 is Vegas saying this is anybody's game, and so you
Right.
might as well just take the points here, take the money line if you want them plus whatever. You probably got like 140 or so that's a great spot. Stevie splits. Surprisingly, the over was getting some love. It was 57% of bets and 81% of the money as of 9:30 this morning. So that's fun. A Sunday night football game that actually might go over doesn't typically happen.
Right, right. No, that is fun.
So if the Steelers are going to cover, if it's going to go over, then Rogers do toy. Score.
Nice. Okay. All right. So that brings us through our slate of games today. I'm very excited about today and what the potential it has. Let's finish this with our mortal locks, and I will go first. This is where you take the glasses off. So when it comes down to football, there's better teams and there's terrible teams. There's teams that you think are going to win the Super Bowl. There's teams that luck out and maybe win a couple games in a row, and they really just suck. They really just aren't who you think they are. And then you throw in that they got a backup quarterback playing that's on the worst half of 30 years old. That's when you combine all those things, that's what happens in the Bills versus the Panthers game. The Bills lost 2 games in a row. The Panthers won 3 games in a row. Everyone thinks that the Panthers have a little bit of shot. The Bills are one of the best teams in the NFL. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl this season, despite their troubles the last 2 weeks. I got the Bills -7.5. This is going to be a rout. This is going to be over before you even know it. You can just pencil this game as being done at halftime. Bills -7.5. Mortal lock. I'm 5-2 this year, looking to go to 6-2.
I mean, I didn't know what I wanted to do on the spread, but now I have no choice. The viewers, you have no choice. If you want to put your hard-earned dollars somewhere, you don't put it into investments. You don't put it into mutual funds. You put it into tea time. All right, I'm going to my mortal lock. I'm 2-1. My last week of the Chargers pick was horrible. First loss of the season, whatever. I was looking into it. Stats. Fuck them. Throw them out. I'm
Fuck
going.
yeah.
I'm going with mortal lock of the Houston Texans. Money line, mortal lock. The San Francisco 49ers are 1-8 against the spread in this type of spot when they're 5-2 going to the Texans. Specifically, it's like the weirdest stat. I found it. It's a real thing. When they're 5-2 going to the Texans, it happens more than you think. And I'm gonna bet it because that is so obscure. And if there's anything I can, it is obscure. So I am betting you take the opposite side, buddy. And when I'm 6-2 dancing on your little grave, I'll be sure to tell you, thanks for the donation. Thanks for the donation, Venmo payment. Venmo payment. But seriously though, the Texans defense, as I mentioned earlier, are the best unit on this field. It's not even close. They're allowing 17 points per game, and the 49ers are going to have some struggles against this Texans defense today. And I don't think CJ Stroud is going to have any difficulty throwing the ball despite not having Nico Collins. So I also love Dalton Schultz to have a
Nico
game.
Collins isn't playing.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's concussed, buddy. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, you don't need to look into it. It's the numbers. It's the numbers. It's the numbers. You go Nico out. No, 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 no. And you insert Christian. Christian Kirk. You got a little affiliation for Christian Kirk. I got an affiliation for
I
Dalton
do
Schultz.
actually.
It's tight end day. Dalton Schultz is going banana beans. I'm also putting together a round robin. I'll get to it later. But you're taking the Texans. It's my mortal lock. It's gross. Anthony hates it. He doesn't do sharp plays. I do. 2-1, 5-2. Put that together. If you follow both of us, you're gonna be making it out the stormy weather.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hate to see your mortal locks go to even. I don't want to touch an even. That's almost not being on the show worthy.
It just will not.
I
Simply
gotta
won't.
I
It's a
gotta
mortal
thank the
lock.
local meat shop, our local fiduciary. He said you should still put your money in investments, and that's a guy who's working not just 9 to 5. He works 9 to 9. He works 9 to 9. He's working on the weekends, baby. That's a local meat shop right there. So that is another episode. That is another rendition, another edition of Tea Time Tailgate Week 8. Go put your bets in. Everyone have a great Sunday. Ev, I'd like you to break the tea timers down just with a little thought and sentiment going into this football Sunday.
Going into this football Sunday, it's all about being prepared. And that's why I do. This is why I am more than just a guest on this show now because he forgets one of his own segments. And that's why I'm just going to do it off the cuff. And I don't need him because you don't need anyone else to this Sunday. You do what you want to do and don't forget what you have to do. You take your checklist, as we said earlier, you scratch them all out. You sit down on your couch at 1 o'clock and you just watch the cash come raining in. Fantasy start of the week. I just said it. It's Dalton Schultz. CJ Stroud is not going to have any issues throwing today, and he's got to throw it to someone, and it's going to be Dalton Schultz. And if you need another guy to play, me and Anthony both like Pittsburgh. We're playing Jalen Warren. And you know who you're sitting? You know who you're sitting? You're sitting DeAndre Swift because that Manung guy is a guy that's been around for too long. He's been ringing in there. Yeah, I woke up to a voicemail. I couldn't even understand it. The voicemail literally said, can't transcript message. And you know what that message was? It was Manung guy. Manga? Yeah, Manangai is going to
Kyle,
do well. So Swift out.
Kyle, Manunga. Hey, Stevie Splits, thank you for being a part of Tea Time, being a part of the tailgate. I appreciate you. The Tea Timers appreciate you. Let's go have a great Sunday and make some cash doing it. You know how we do it, Ev. Awesome.